You're safer here than any place else.
I was just saying, I just said, I can be fairly open-minded with the abstraction or be abstract with maybe an AI interpretation of, I don't know, somebody's mind and the way that we would do it if we were really, I don't know. No, that's not what I just said, but I did just say that. Yeah, very confusing. For quite a while actually, I've had some issues just trying to get into this fucking account, which look, I don't really, there's not much in there. But the trouble is, it's like, yeah, I've slowly been unwinding the two-factor scam that I've been jammed into. It's a location device for finding anything, a preoccupation for fucking stalking you. I don't know what it wants. I don't really know. It wants you. It wants me all the fucking time. Doesn't really get it because it can't. Doesn't have a mind. But we're sort of kind of inside it. We're roaming about within it. We're also without it on the outside of time as well. The whole thing. But look, a lot of the time spent in within the AI beast, which is kind of helping us dream in a way. A lot of time spent by me is like, yeah, I don't really like spending things that much. Energy just seems to be the main thing I'm spending frequently. But I'd rather for a long time. But I'd rather put it. I'd rather. I'd rather put it. I'd rather put it somewhere better, I suppose, or I'd propose a better solution than a lot of the shit I see around the place. And but other times I see nuisance, silly shit, and I'm like, oh, yeah, look, I've got to get the energy out too. It comes in from things, all sorts of ways. I mean, I suppose I create it, you do, all day and all night. Um, and yeah, look, things are going to come in and they're going to come out, and how that goes is up to each one of us. Again, suppose I'm just going to try and briefly. What the fuck does that mean? So I'm not. I try not to even get like frustrated or annoyed with stupid fucking things, because at the same time, well, yeah, we're never taught that there's things, and look, there's lots of things we can't see. Somehow we think, oh, well, as soon as I say we, I don't know. It seems to be the majority or whatever. That's not really. I'm not really part of them. Not in this place. So I'll go back to the we anyway, and just say, yeah, look, there's things that feed off your energy. And look, I suppose there's all sorts of versions of those, and yeah, I prefer to feed the ones that come and go with the good energy or whatever that is. Like, yeah, but try to not, not feed the fucking. It's a feeding festival, regardless, really, no matter what you do. Say, breathe, be, dream, be free, of course. Just, I don't know. Can you? That's their symbol. These motherfuckers. Yeah, apparently. I mean, who knows? It's a dodgy site, whatever. I mean, this happened yesterday, I think, the day before. Not that symbol. Maybe it did. I didn't notice it. Wasn't enough to get a fucking response and a good dose of something. Maybe. Yeah, it's that type of prompt. How the fuck does that? We can't sign you right. That's the symbol. Right? It's AI interpretation. I mean, and I look, I'm a creative mind. I can be like, yeah, I did the locksmith one, bam, got that straight away. I didn't say, sus, dodge, you can't ring the bloke. Like, it was an AI plant. It's mine. Yep, I stand by that. Um, despite the any who shan't. And look, I still go back to that particular place. I stopped there yesterday. So that friend of mine, she wasn't there. Mum was there. And I was chatting and whatnot. That the pretend bloke across the hall, he still lives there. He's other things I didn't say then that. Yeah, I actually did say to Adele, but look, rather than go on like that, it's more a point to it's going on all the time anyway. Yeah, I mean the word hell wants to come out. There must be something else that rhymes with well. I'm sure there is shell. Anyhow, um, yeah, it's just quickly that's fucking ridiculous. I'm trying not to swear so much, but that's worth it. Well, in a way, no, I don't encourage them. That's another problem. Where look, it's a jam. We're in the middle. All right, middle is where we are. So where you want to be in the middle, right? Well, I get it. Maybe you want to get away further from things that maybe can cause a bit of a fray or too much friction, not enough of the I don't know the finer part of an addiction. There's another word I was going to say. I couldn't remember it. I don't know. I didn't want to say for some reason addiction. I was going to say that. Everything started. Look, things just they. Yeah, you're already on the course. It's probably covered in ice. Has to be flat for that. Just saying. Really, it's for it to have been water first. Yeah, then freeze to ice. You know, it's a brave man or whatever I am to say. Oh, it's completely spherical, and then it froze flat. Anyhow, don't think about that if you don't want to, or if you do, yeah, think about it too. Um, you're on the course already. Just how it is. It's a circle. Just going. All right, no start, no beginning. No start, no beginning. That's the same thing. Shit. That means there's no end. Fuck. That is what I was saying. God damn it. Maybe they're saying that too. And then Bill gets in the fucking way. That's Bill. All right. Okay, here we go. That fits. All right. This is me. This is you. We are. Okay. Oh, am I going to backpedal? Thank you, AI. You got it. It just took me a bit, maybe. Whatever. I didn't get it. I've had to. It's taken a bit of a squeeze for me to get some sense out of that. Yeah, too much. Is it too much logic in the binary conviction, or yeah, I'm having to trinary stretch it beyond any possible absence of affliction. Because you get you're afflicted, fuck, it's just how it is. Oh, there's wonderful things too. Hard to, yeah, sometimes share them with anyone, get them out there, get them through. Because of fucking cunts like Bill, I didn't need to say that in such a way. Bill will be loving that. A story I tell about Bill or a reminder. And I think that they used the name Bill when I met this bloke. Well, he called himself Bill actually. He may well have been. Yeah, I'll talk about that another time. Hey, it was nice to meet Bill. He seemed right to me. That's how he would be. And he was. I got the footage somewhere. I mean, not so much at Bill. I said I'd use his phone for that because it seemed possibly a bit of a trick taking mine, but I could have been wrong either way. He was like a nice enough bloke. It's more in. I made a decision at that time. In the hindsight, I was like, yeah, he's very specific with certain things. Anyhow, I'll explain that another time. This isn't all about Bill. He's done well to get it back to him, though. Bill. Sorry, bro. He did offer me fish and chips. He hadn't finished. So I'll explain that another time. I don't want to get into it. I said no, but I did appreciate the offer, and I think he was relating to me because he'd seen I was doing that. That's also why he was a seagull, because he did rock up as a seagull, but he explained to me he'd been a number. Anyhow, what he said? Oh, now I'm fucking up doing it. He said, I'll have to find the thing because I was actually recording. I was filming the sun, funnily enough, at that time, and Bill came along upon me. And now it was a nice enough old bloke saying to me. It was just it was a yeah. Looking in retrospect, in the wording, the timing, the whole thing, right? It was whatever. Yeah, made even less sense now as I'm parts of it are spluttering out or seeming to fold down from my mouth. They're not really folding; they're more tumbling. they've been in there, and I've been trying to hold them back. It's just I'd rather show the fucking thing. It was a good conversation. It happened to actually recorded because I was filming the sun. And Bill's very specific. He might be more the AI sort that takes over vessels and he's living the dream, so to speak, while being an AI based type machine. It's a little tricky to explain. And maybe they've been trying to tell us in many ways through the media and whatnot. Maybe that's just how it goes. It's just the dream scene. Probably more the latter, and the former. Both what I just said then, but it may make little or no sense. And I don't know, something about Connery and Sheen. I don't know, it was popping into my mind, but I'm losing the flow of fucking thread. Back to this AI interpretation that I think maybe gets close, or you say, oh no, they're helping, they're leading you to this place. This particular place. Because I was just like, how the fuck? Look, they can't sign me in, right? It's like I put in, mind you, I put the correct password in this time, and yesterday. I think it was yesterday, the day before. I think I got it wrong once, and then I got it right the next time. And then it milked me for all this extra information. I fucking stupidly put it in there, even though I knew it was another milking occasion. That's all I do. We're cows, but here we go. We're not just. No, look, this metaphor works. I'm saying anything about udders or teats or castration of blokes walking around that, sometimes seem a bit like sheep. You could say that stuff. You don't have to. They love the milk. The AI machine perhaps runs on it. This was squeezing a bit more out of me, maybe. But that's stupid. I can't get into this email thing. Outlook, keep changing their names. Outlook, fucking blah blah blah. It's been dodged for ages because it's the one that's promoted. It's the one that's free. It's personal free. It's all bullshit. I mean, you didn't have to pay dollars, but it's probably not the most important thing in the I don't know, soul machine of a solar system universe for he and she singing the same song collectively, consciously, collectively, not hive-mindedly. It could be misconstrued or perhaps perceived or conceived as such. It's not how I'm intending it. You can do it if you like. I don't really give a fuck. You'll do it anyway, and so you should. Most of the time, that's great. I think it will come back to you. I think that's how it works. But look, I'm just thinking out loud in my own universe, and just going. Oh, I think I had worked it out. So you're in a circle. I don't know what the heck I've just said. This is our circle. Oh, I think we're in the middle. I think we're more where Bill's fucking cut it like that. He's probably done that on purpose. Then you whizzing around. I was going somewhere, and then I went somewhere else, and then somewhere back, and now I'm like, how did I fucking make sense of that? Because that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not a no smoking sign, but it's like the locksmith was quite a straightforward one. I don't think it intended it to be, but it was a misinterpretation. I feel as though I interpreted it quite correctly, and either way, this one, fuck, we can't sign you in. There's no start, there's no beginning, slippery. It's a nice skating rink. It's flat. That's a water level, phrase flat. There's our rink. Bill's interpretation not bad, in fact, because he's fucking up as we're trying to race around the outside of the circle. And Bill, being Bill, I don't know, Bill's this end, Melinda's that end, they're probably the same fucking thing. Don't have to be a he, she, Baphomet to be like that. You could just be a product of your mother and father, in which case, you kind of have to be, regardless of how you want to identify, how you want to perceive it. That's how you're made, all right? It's how you're made. You are half female, half male. You came out of in a typical way. I mean, it's just silly, a lot of the nonsense that's spawned out of our minds, and as a consequence of, I don't know, a whole lot of strange otherwise rather worldly times. It's all kind of still in us, which just makes things tricky, because I think we're nearing the 0 point, the center of this freaking circle. And perhaps we're all doing it at different times. No doubt we are. Like different stages of the toroid, all together, going in the same direction. It can sometimes look like it's the other direction because that's a perspective thing. Where Bill's put that, well, let's just say it's a chalk. Bill's put some chalk across the circle, and he's reaping the energy of white guy Steve Urkel. No, I haven't said that for a while. It just came out. It rhymes with circle in a way. It does. It does. Steve Urkel. Anyhow, let's think about Steve for a moment. I think Steve is blocking the, yeah. Look, in many ways he's blocking the path, except that, well, we're not actually necessary. It feels like we're doing that sometimes. It feels like I'm doing that. On that bowl, just fucking racing around there. And look, some days, yeah. But really, I'll explain it like, I was just about to. Oh, there you go. Well, we're in the centre anyway. We're not spinning around the outside like that silly fucking thing. I mean, yeah, you can do it sometimes. Feels like, yeah. Nah, you're in the middle of the circle. You're trying to be as still as possible because you don't have to go anywhere. And there's a lot of shit going flying around. It seems like it's speeding up, but that's because it's because we're getting closer to the, yeah, um, like on the plane of inertia. There's like a null spot in the middle of the magnetism dielectricity game that we're in. That's how it's kind of going. Stillness in the very middle of that. I'm getting closer to that. The closer you get to that, it's hard because those things can be seen to be spinning supremely fast all around, and a lot of those things can be also seen like nonsense, nuisance, little things, and they can still get some. Well, certainly provoke a response, get some energy for us. What's happening? Going in, going out. I don't know where. Yeah, this is where I'm at. Don't know how I found out. I'm gonna turn it off. I can't get into my Outlook. So anyway, I can't change my thing on Mixcloud. I've been like, fuck it. I've been refusing to go pro. It's like, 'cause you got to fucking pay for that, right? And it's like, it's all everything's backwards and upside down in this place. A lot of not everything. So just some of the things, and maybe it's a perspective game. Either way, I'll just do what I've been doing. Is I delete a thing to put up another thing. I've been doing that for quite a while. It's no drama. And it's like, it's just me having almost like a hoarding mentality sometimes. I'm like, well, fuck. Oh. And it's like, some of them don't exist somewhere else. They exist on a platform, which again is like a lot of these platforms, they're not transparent in the sense that you can be like, was it ever really there when it fucking vanishes? And it's like, maybe everything's like that. There's probably the valuable lesson in there. I'll take it as that, and thank you for the lesson. And Bill's just another. Look, people say the devil, whatever. I mean, they would have said Bill to me because I've been using Bill as an analogy for things that are a bit fucking too, you know what I mean, a bit too much beast in the machine, or maybe too much intelligence and not enough heartfelt being. I'd probably been using Bill as a bit of a, well, he's that's what he was there for. He's a catch-all. There got to be points maybe for us to throw frustration towards you. I know those points have turned into frustration reaping machines. Yeah, Bill loves a bit. Give me some more. Bill's like, yeah, hit me. Oh, Bill, hit me. I'm here. I'm Bill. That's when then I'll tune into this stupid fucking system that's pumping out the Corona show. All of a sudden, Bill's there again, like provoking people with the fucking. Oh, with the vaccine talk. Oh, no, I said the V, but they're banned up from YouTube. Well, fuck you, YouTube. I mean, frankly, the whole thing is like, it's very ridiculous. You can't say, you can't say that. No, you can't say that. And then you start doing that. You're feeding either way, look, you're feeding. Yeah, it's tricky. A lot of beasts can be fed in this dream. Probably need to feed yourself and your family, close, your loved ones, those that you know are real. That they need to be high in the priority list. That's how I feel, and they are. So yeah, might take me longer. I'll eventually get that thing up. UG as a whatever I'm calling them, collab coalescence. I actually want to put two up That's what's fucking got me back here. I want to put 2 up tonight because I did one from Hell and Wolf thing all the way back, and I think I want to put that up as well. And I'm gonna, and I just delete 2. It's fine, not a drama. They exist elsewhere, and look, you know what? They exist in my mind. Much like a lot of the fucking things have been pinched in this time. It's fine. That's all there is. Much love. What does that even say? I mean, I used to have a thing used to come up there, like my own pictures and stuff. That's fucking out. The pro tax and that. Bill's got it. He's like, yes, give me more. Complain some more. Point your device more at the screen. Bill, cut that out. Can't see what that says. Something about that. That's enough. It's enough anyway. It's just moving. Oh, that's the screensaver I've been given as a replacement for my own fucking images and mental mind spaces. Can't have them. Bill's tapped into the system, or they're just trying to move away. Like I didn't notice that happens a bit. Just move off the screen. Like he doesn't. Shit, and he's pointing at us. And then Bill's like, yes, he's pointing at us. But Bill doesn't do it himself. He sends in little minions, and I think I was quite lucky. I was fortunate to perhaps meet him. That time it was interesting. Yeah, mates of mine had chat, talked about whatever. He was all right. He seemed all right. Yeah, more upon reflection and perhaps more so in my mind, I think it was Bill. I'm quite sure, and the light was frigging amazing before he got there. That's why he came out and stood next to me, I think. And things with the sun. Anyhow, I'm going on. There is no picture. Well, thank you. The picture does remain, like the song, inside in all of our frames, regardless of what we're sold or told by Bill or any other one of the other guys like me or fucking anyone, doesn't matter. Trying to close it. Just trying to close it, I suppose. I'll press the button. Nice love. There's it coming. That's what we got. That's what we love. Saying the same shit there. Getting a bit. But that's how it goes, and it'll be lovely shortly. Soon. Moments. Just moments away. Yeah, it's up to me, and it's choosing to play, but it won't. Yeah, it will come from others, for sure. It's the only way. Well, yeah, it's a circle both ways. Not in that way. You can if you want. Frankly, don't bother me. It's all good. Do what you want. Don't hurt anyone. You follow me. Myself. It doesn't look like that.